welcome back to another episode of the Soapbox. Today we have a truly enchanting guest over here, the amazing magician Chris Wheel.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is gonna be fun. I think he might even do a trick for us.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, magic. It's not even magic tricks are.
We'll let you be the judge, you know.
Okay.
But
well, the guests will too.
Perfect.
Let's start at the beginning.
Sure.
Where did you grow up?
So I grew up locally around here. So I was, I went to school in the Camden School District. So I lived pretty locally, and just grew up through, all the way through high school. Went out to college over in Buffalo, New York. Came back here, did some work, and then I ended up getting more schooling over in Oswego, New York, to get my master's, and then. Now I'm back in Rome, New York.
So master magician?
Master magician, yeah. No, that was the thing. It was like I'm at college, and that's kind of where I started getting really into it. And so that was always the joke. It was like, oh, what are you going for school again? My dad was proud of me for doing the magic. You know what I mean? Not being the doctor, but
What inspired you to do the magic? Like,
yeah,
working in the school and stuff.
Yeah, sure. And everyone's got like a different story. Some of them are like, oh, I saw it on TV. I saw like David Copperfield walk through Great Wall of China or something. But for me, it was initially I attribute it to my grandmother. And I was about 4 years old, and she took a trip with some friends down to New Orleans, and was hanging out in New Orleans. Went into a magic shop. She had a couple grandkids, so she went in the magic shop and bought like a couple tricks. Bought a book. The book was called The Klutz Book of Magic, which is like a klutz. So it's kind of like like those like Internet for Dummies or like book. It was similar to that, but they had like the Klutz book. I don't think it was necessarily like being a klutz or clumsy. I think that was just the name. I don't know. I didn't research it, but they had like origami or juggling and like all these like little arts things for the klutz. So they had a Klutz Book of Magic, and it came with, the instructions in the book, and it came with some things kind of slapped in the package. They had a couple like little tricks and gimmicks and stuff. They're called like little things that help you do
your
trick.
grandmother really contributed a lot.
So and so she came up back with it, and she's like, "Hey, I'll show you how to do a trick." And she did.
That's even cooler when your grandma is actually
she did it. And the book is pretty good. I don't know if you could ever find it, but I ended up with 2 copies of it. I don't know why. I'm guessing my parents probably bought another one because of the materials that came with it. And so she did the trick. She's like, "Here you go. You can have it and learn all the tricks, and it'll be cool." I'm like, "Thanks, Grandma. That's great. I'm 4. I can't read." So it's, but, I did take it. And I think that started kind of the interest in it. I didn't really, when I was in 3rd grade, we did a magic show for like our school talent show that we had.
Yeah.
And then I've always kind of been interested in it since then, but I never really started until I was older. And I think it was more of like having someone kind of help guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
And that was when I was a senior in high school, we were messing around in the back of the chorus room with some of my friends and stuff, and one of them was like, "Hey, you want to see a magic trick?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And he has a deck of cards. He takes it out, and he's like, "Oh, take a card or whatever," and he puts it back in, and then he shuffles the deck, and then he finds it, essentially. And I was like, "Wow, that's cool." And then he did another one. I was like, "Wow, I didn't know you did magic." He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been doing magic for years." And I was like, "Oh, like this is like the first time." And like I'm into magic. He's like, "Yeah, can you teach me?" And he's like, "Sure," which was surprising because I thought you had to like do an oath or something.
Yeah,
I don't know, like sign the contract. But so he kind of just gave me some resources, and I've kind of just been doing that since pretty heavily.
Are you still in touch with him at all?
A little bit through Facebook.
Right.
I don't think he does as much magic anymore. He kind of moved on to other things, but he had a kid and stuff, and he just changed his his path, I guess, which is fine. People kind of come in and come out, and I think that's how people are. They come into your life a little bit and show you something, sometimes change it, and then they might go on to something new, and you have to kind of carry it on. So
from your grandmother to your friend in high school, you kind of, and you've rolled with it ever since.
Yeah, and since then, in college, I met a lot of people on the way, some from different countries and some who are pretty local.
We're all involved in magic.
All involved in magic, and so it opens up a network, which is really nice, because it's like I guess any art, when you get really invested in it and you start networking and you start learning about the finer details of it, you're able to really meet some new people who will, again, kind of help you in directions.
Do you have like a specific magician or role model, somebody who you followed along the whole course of their path with?
Sure. I think the magicians who've kind of influenced, I guess, and kind of been there the most, there's a few local guys who are out kind of in Utica way. So one is Sean Robeson. If you've ever gone to like a Delmonico's, the steakhouse, he does magic for Delmonico's. So he's been doing magic at Delmonico's for 20 years, which is longer than I've been doing magic. And I graduated in 2007, so he's been doing magic for a long time. So he's kind of the local guy, I think, that the local wizard, I guess, magician, who kind of does a lot of guidance. He's an influence to a lot of the guys starting off in this area, and even some of the ones that influenced me still have kind of came about from some of his mentorship.
So if you were to tell somebody where to go to start getting into magic, say watch one of his shows and kind of talk to him after, maybe, if you could. And
I think I don't want to, because this does happen, so I'll be doing a show and someone will be like, oh, I want to learn magic, or I'm into magic, or maybe they see a few of my shows and then they come up and say, hey, I've been practicing magic, what should I do? There's always a few things that I always like to kind of direct them to, because you can
pick up a deck of cards,
a few things. There's a few resources, and it's the way I do it is I kind of will challenge them in a sense to get a little bit invested. Could you go on YouTube and learn how to do magic on YouTube? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's some really good resources.
Absolutely.
It's hard to filter it out on YouTube, like anything. Hard to filter out the garbage from the good.
Yeah.
But I do have a few resources that I'll give to someone. I'll say, hey, you want to do magic? I recommend getting this book, and
the Clutch Book of Magic.
I don't know if they have that anymore. No. I haven't seen it. I don't go to it might be like a toy store or something, or I don't think
maybe in
bookstores have it. Maybe back in New Orleans or Louisiana. There's a couple out there. Yeah. But I know if you go to Barnes & Noble, there's a few good books. There's one that is called I think it's called The Complete Course on Magic,
so it's kind of like anything that you're trying to master. The more resources you get, the more knowledge you get, the better you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first trick?
My first trick. Was it kind of, it was probably the one my grandma did,
Yeah.
And that was the first thing I did. And that was it was like a dollar bill thing. I didn't bring it, unfortunately, because it's in the Clutch Book of Magic, that's for sure. You learn how to pull your thumb off, right?
Pull
your thumb off, do that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool one.
Yeah.
But let me think. One of the first probably card tricks that I learned was I'll show you. Want to see it?
Sure.
We'll just do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
How'd it go? Yeah.
I came a little bit prepared.
Exciting.
Came a little bit. I'm gonna move this chair a little bit here.
Yep.
So we have a deck of cards. Okay. Like that. And we are going to just take a few cards out. Okay. So we'll do that. Okay. And we'll get one more. Maybe that one. No. We'll do these. Okay. So we got two cards that we're going to use here. Okay. And one card's yours, one card's mine. So your card is going to be the Ace of Clubs.
Okay.
And all you have to remember is clubs. You don't have to really remember anything else. Okay. So that's going to be yours. And I'm going to Scooch forward a little bit. Here, I'm gonna. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That'll work great. So that's what you'll do. So you just hold your hand like this, and you're gonna hold on to the ace of clubs, right? Okay. Now, if I said, I'll bet you $100, and you bet $100, and you tell me what card is in your hand, if you get it right, you can win $200. Would you make that bet?
Yeah.
You would.
Yeah.
So you're pretty confident.
Yeah, it's
right?
ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs. Even though I'm a magician, right?
Yeah.
You would make that bet.
Yeah. Why did you hand it to me? Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Some people aren't as trustworthy, so that's kind of a good quality to have, is that you trust me. Because I'm not trying to make you lose or anything. Because if I did, I might put money on it. Right. But here, just show the camera one more time. Make sure that is it still the ace of clubs?
Yep.
Okay. Good. So that's not hard to follow. So if I took it and I go like this, it's still the ace of clubs.
Should be,
right?
Yeah.
It should be. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I hope so.
you hope so.
Yeah.
You just trust it. I guess we'll trust the process. So my card will be the ace of spades. So I'm gonna remember spades, and that's a good one to remember. But don't think of that one. You just think of the
ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs, right? Okay. So I'll take the ace of spades. And I'm gonna go like this, and you're gonna watch, and you're gonna watch. And boom. Now, if you're paying attention, you know where your ace of club is, right?
Should, yeah.
Where would it be? Top or bottom?
Bottom, I think.
Bottom? Let me check. Is it?
Yep.
It is? So yeah, the bottom. Okay. So pretty good, pretty easy so far. But this is what we'll do. We'll try it one more time. And we'll go like this. And now, where do you think the ace is? Top or bottom?
In your hand.
In my hand. Why would it be in my hand?
I don't know.
It would be in my hand?
Yeah.
You think it would be in my hand?
Yeah.
100% sure?
I think so.
You think so?
Is it?
That'd be weird if it was. It's close.
Yeah.
It is a club.
Yeah.
Right? But which one would you say is top or bottom? Which one?
Bottom.
The bottom? Right. No, that's the queen of diamonds, which is fine. But also this one is the queen of hearts, which none of them are, you know.
Yeah.
But it could be in my not in my hand so much, but that's that's how that works. So disappeared into the box. Nah, that'd be cool. No. It's over here actually. Over here in my pocket, I have.
Couple cards.
Oh, I have a bunch of cards. Look at that.
And a two.
Because there's two of them.
Yeah, because there's two.
But yeah, so that's one of
That's
kind of
cool.
the first tricks that we learned. It's called it's like a 2-card Monte. So 3-card Monte is like you're mixing up 3 cards.
Yeah.
2-card Monte.
To play the tricks on your hand.
Yeah, it's a little.
Head.
It's a it's kind of it's a decent lesson. It's a little hard to do here. One, because I didn't really think about showing you one of the first tricks, because no one wants to see the first trick, right?
It's cool though.
It's cool,
it
right?
Me. Yeah.
But again, I don't like if I'm doing magic, I'm usually not gonna be like, hey, do you want to see the first trick I learned? Because no one wants to see the first. They want to see the best trick, right? They want to see a better trick than the first one usually.
That was incredible.
But
though,
there's and the thing about that was just the first one. It's not my favorite one, but I do like that one.
So is that a simple trick for you to learn at such a young age?
Well, this is one of the
pretty difficult for me.
Yeah.
So
this is one of the first tricks I really learned when I started in high school.
Okay.
So I was a little bit older. Is it difficult? Yeah, but it's kind of a lesson. There's a lot to do.
Yeah, there is.
And people say, "Oh, how many tricks do you know?" Well, I could say a number. I could say there's as many as I want.
Thousands, probably. If you
know,
that right there was like 5 different tricks in one. It seemed like. Honestly.
But again, it's kind of like a musician. Like, how many songs does a musician play? They can play probably all of them, but which ones do they play really well?
Yeah.
What are the ones that they
like verses, because it's kind of like a musician's verses to the songs. Like each time you move the thing, you're doing a different verse.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But that's one of them. It's not my favorite one, but it was one of the earliest ones that I kind of learned from my buddy in high school.
Do you remember your first public performance? Like right now, you're kind of doing
the first public one would have been for like the elementary school magic talent show. And that one I was in, I want to say 3rd grade. So that was kind of the first public one because we did it there, and then we also did it at the local Camden Library. Really? We did like a little performance of it.
Did you like the experience? What was that like?
Yeah, I think that's kind of why I do magic. I kind of like being in front of people. I like sharing something. I like
the joy of it.
The joy of it's fun. I like being in this. I've done music. I was in a band for a while. I did some musicals in high school, and I liked being on stage. Performance. So this just ties into it, and I think this is a good way to give someone something that they don't get to experience a lot. Music, you hear it all the time. You work on a radio station. Yeah. So like working on a radio station, you have songs you hear every day probably. Yeah. And some of them are really catchy and you like them, and some are just like, but you hear it all the time. And with magic, I could, you could see any magic trick and you could, you've never seen it before. It's like fresh and new almost every time you see it, because you don't see it every day or hear it every day like music.
And then there's always that person who's like, you're never gonna trick me. And then you trick them, and they're like, "Ugh."
Sure, yeah. And those people, how'd you do that? Yeah, and those people are called engineers, but they
can only be wrong for at the time, like news reporter, and still,
engineers can't be wrong too much though, but depending if they're like building a bridge or something, but no, and that kind of brings up another point too, is it is a difficult thing, and people have talked about that. Magicians and comedians have talked about that, saying how like you go to a comic show and they're telling jokes and no one's like, hey, I know how you told that joke. You know what I mean? Or like they're not trying to bust you on it. But magic has this kind of this it's almost like this kind of like group thought, this kind of idea that we're out there to like make you feel dumb, right? Or like to fool you, be like, hey, I'm smarter than you. Like we see TV movies like what's the one like the one magic one with like now
the Sorcerer's Apprentice or Now You See Me.
Sorcerer's Apprentice, Now You See Me, and he's like, you always want to be the smartest person in the room. Yeah. I'm not usually, but because I'm using things that you wouldn't catch up on, and they're not typical. But if you are more intelligent or you have better understanding of things and you're paying attention, the magic's almost better because you have these preconceived ideas of how to do something, and then that's what magic is. It's like, for me, it's taking something that is impossible and making it happen, or something that's very improbable and making it happen. It's not necessarily like snap your finger and then the card jumps to the top. It's not quite like that. So that's how I like to view magic, and that's how I kind of explain it. It's like, it's not me trying to fool you. It's trying to make trying to give you something that you can experience, like something fun. And
I enjoyed that little, like your first trick you ever did. That was very enjoyable. So being back in third grade, it had to have been just like, wow, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Sure. I actually took it on to the next level. That's incredible.
But yeah.
This year, help us bring smiles to the kids of the Keys program with Stoney Shire's second annual Santa's Workshop and Toy Drive. Be sure to drop off any talented or skill-based items at the Broadway Cafe and Bakery on Main Street in Boonville. This can include starter and DIY kits, instruments, performance equipment, or arts and craft supplies, just to give some examples. In addition to the Toy Drive, on December 5th, the cafe will be hosting a magical holiday event. Have fun crafting season-themed toys while enjoying an enchanting evening with our local performers. Be bamboozled by the mysterious magician Chris Wheel. Listen to the music talent of Paige Krigo, followed by Amy Bulris and Donna Mux of the Keys program. Be captivated by Lorraine O'Donnell as she reads 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Plus special appearances by Buddy the Elf and Santa Claus himself. Space is limited, so visit StoneyShire.com to register for a spot today. While you're there, why not sign up and become a sponsor and help make this season special for the kids in the Keys program and our local youth.
Don't miss Santa's Workshop and Toy Drive on December 5th at Broadway Cafe and Bakery, where holiday magic comes to life. Visit us at StoneyShire.com for more details.
Like, what goes through your mind when you do a magic trick, and what do you hope people take away from your performances? Like, I know what I took away from that. Like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was incredible, and I'm sure on the cameras they could see you tricking me if they break it down and freeze frame it.
We'll fix that in post.
Because
we'll cut it out, right?
Yeah, there's those people. Tricks. There's those people who will try to freeze frame it and figure it out.
Yep.
Like, they're absolutely.
And that's part of the that takes in a whole different account of doing magic on TV, or
Yep.
doing magic social media and YouTube and TikTok. And
that's why there's commercials on the TV too, so they
sometimes
can pop them in there.
Well, that's
or
why
go
it's
back
important.
to the host, and while he's doing his magic trick, go to the host for a second,
Yeah.
so you don't really see the the changing of the screens or
and
the beauty of it, because it's beautiful. What you just did was like
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to give someone kind of a fun experience, something fun they can like think about and be like, how do you do that? And maybe, if you go home right now and you say how to do magic, you type it up online. You'll probably see how to. I gave you the name of the trick, right? The 2-card Monty.
Yep.
And you'll probably go on YouTube and you'll probably search it. And if you do, shame on you. No.
You'll learn how to do it.
And that's the world we live in now. But you'll see it, and there'll be a few reactions where you might be like, "Wow, that's actually really cool," or
it really is.
"Oh, that's lame. That's magic's not." Because I know when I started doing magic, there's a few tricks I saw, and I was
it's
like,
entertainment though. Like magic is entertainment. It's performance. It's
Yeah.
not made to whether you believe it's real or not. It's entertainment. It's like that was entertaining. I'm still
it's like seeing a musical or a play, right?
Yeah.
They're not really
like WWE or
right
types of wrestling. It's entertainment. Like
Sure.
it really is. It's it's
and the only thing we add to it is that layer of kind of deception, and it's trickery.
Yeah, layer of deception.
So that's why it's important to when you are doing magic to try to stay positive and try to keep that mindset. Where I don't want to go up to somebody like, hey, you dummy, I'm gonna get you with this one. That's not what I want to do.
Does that drive you to being able to make people feel like you're not deceiving them, but you're performing a trick, like you're performing magic? They call them magic tricks, but it's not really a trick. It's a performance.
Yeah.
Really. So what drives you? What keeps you going for it?
Sure. I like this. I like being in the center of attention, Brian.
You like the performance.
That's why I'm here right now doing.
Yeah, you really like it. You like the cameras and the action and
being here, being like this is like I'm like the first guest on the podcast, right?
Yeah,
Which
the
is
magician,
cool.
yeah. Sharing your magic.
No, but I like to share. I like to have people be. It started off as me wanting more attention and or being able to perform, and I could do this anywhere. You know what I mean? Like I could go in college, I could just take this and be like, all right, let's go somewhere, and I can just put it in here, go anywhere, and then at any moment I can do something kind of cool, and everyone can be, hey, that's funny, So it's that's what I kind of get from it. And now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to really just try to do the best that I can to just spread a positive image of magic. Have you ever seen a magic show before?
Yeah.
Like in person?
Yeah. And the guy had the 2 metal rings.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I took them and tanked them together and smacked them on my knees and stuff, and they went ding, and they were together, and I'm like,
right?
Bolt.
So that was like a
it's a really cool trick.
Good experience.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And it was amazing.
We all loved it and
and
clapped,
so,
and because I was completely I wanted to know how he did it, but I never went home and looked it up. But I was still
was that, do you know?
20, 30 years,
and
about 30 years.
That's what you think about
in my head. How did he?
The most.
It was magic.
And you
he
checked
did
everything
it.
out.
Yeah, I knew they were,
no
and
clue.
he's ting together because I was tinging them together, and they were 2 metal rings. There was no way possibly he could do it, and he went ping, and they were together.
And I don't think you'll meet a magician who doesn't have a story like that.
Yeah.
I don't think any magician has started magic not knowing anything about it or not being blown away by it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You had to have been I want to know how to do that trick so I can perform it. And then you started
one of the tricks I remember was it was this one where he had a mirror and he had a ball, and he took the ball and he pushed it through this mirror, and he pushed it all the way through, and then boom, and it was gone. And
you checked the mirror out, and it was a mirror and a ball. There's no way to.
I don't know if I checked the mirror out, but I saw it, and I know, that's what I saw. And I was probably 7 or 8, maybe even younger, down in Verona Beach State Park.
That brings me to my next question. What would you want to see for the next generation? In the community, the magician community.
Generation,
yes.
Man, I don't consider myself an old dude. I'm 35, so I'm older.
Still young.
And I know, some older magicians who are older, who've been around for a while. And I know some younger guys too. And there's a big difference from where magicians were even when I was younger to where similar magicians are at that age. So like when I was, in high school compared to the magicians who are in high school now, it's a huge difference because just the access to materials, the community, they have like online Zoom chat rooms that are just for magicians to go in and talk ideas and like share ideas and share resources,
teach and
learn and
that's
just
incredible.
Talk. And so I think there's a big exponential kind of growth in it, especially with the popularization of it on TV nowadays. Like it was popular with like, Master of Magic, David Blaine, you got like the, Matt King, doing the world's greatest magic and stuff. And just all those. But I think now, we've got more social media. So a lot of like really big magic accounts. There's a lot of very popular Vegas shows. We've got all the people, Vegas. All the guys winning AGT, all the guys on Penn and Teller's Fools, and it's more
first and second place have been a lot of magicians on AGT. Yeah.
Even the loser magician, not the ones who didn't make all the through. Piff the Magic Dragon, he was 10, on there. He didn't win, and that's like his tagline. The America's Got Talent loser. And he tours and he shares fantastic magic all over.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think the generation, it's I think they're learning quicker. There's more accessibility. It might not be as, it's not as secretive. Like back in the day, if you wanted to learn how to do like a trick, you had to like find this dude in Tulsa and like drive out there and beg him and like paint his fence. I don't know. I didn't have to do that, but that's the story. You had to like find this guy to teach you this one move that I can like literally look up on TikTok. What I mean? Like
they paved the way, and now there's guys like you who are teaching younger guys, and you're just like, hey, you want to learn? I'll go. Come on.
And I think it's our job is to teach and to be a positive example. And teach the best practices of magic,
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's so much.
And then there's dark magic too. Like you want to get into dark magic, fire and all that.
Light magic.
Yeah.
There's white magic. And
yeah.
You want to? I don't know as much about that, but I have a buddy who was telling me a little bit about that. But yeah, there's but for the entertainment purpose, the illusionist or. The
illusionist,
magician or illusionist, like a hand artist.
Is there a huge like difference between the two? Like, is there a big like a wall that you're in between an illusionist and a magician, or are they kind of one and the same, just different title?
Yeah, sure. For me, I take it a little differently because I'm breaking it down into its parts. Because some people, like for a general public, illusionist, magician, sleight of hand artist, like. They kind of are synonymous almost in a sense. Almost like sleight of hand artist takes out magic, but
that makes it so because the illusionist and the magician, it's the same crowds go to view them all. I think.
For me, I feel like an illusionist is doing. In my head, it's like bigger tricks, like cutting people in half, or like doing like Zigzag Lady, which is an old classic where they take the person, cut them into quarters, and push them over, and that's in my head what like illusionist is.
Yeah, because it's absolutely. An illusion.
Yeah. Okay. But then you have like mentalist, which is kind of like magic, but it's like mind reading. It's not really mind reading because it's, a lot of
your profile.
A lot of mentalists want to be honest, and I'm not really reading your mind, but it's, I'm using different things.
Yeah, things that you see in the person, things that you saw on their social media, or like if
not
you watch
even that,
just
just trying to like figure out something based on an experience.
Kind of like the Now You See Me. If that movie, how they were like, everybody scanned their ID, so they had their name, their address, and stuff, so you kind of figured it out. Because I'm sure if I gave you my identification as a magician, you'd be able to read it, know certain things, and you'd know like I'm a Gemini or like these different things, so you could like pull different things from that, and magically you would know something I didn't tell you.
Yeah, and like
about
movies
me.
like Now You See Me and all that.
Yeah.
Also brings it to light too.
Yeah, and it makes the illusions and the magicians like one and the same, just different name, and imagine magic.
Yeah,
so you're gonna be participating in the Santa's workshop this year.
Santa's workshop,
right, on December 5th.
Yes, that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be
good.
Especially
I know we've been talking about it for a while. It sounds like
excited.
even without the magic, without the magician guy, without Crispy in there, I think it'll be
it's
really
always
great time.
Yeah, because last year it was amazing.
Yeah, and
we're really excited to have you coming this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I think we've got, we're gonna be doing magic. Obviously, we're gonna be teaching a little bit.
Nice.
Hoping to get some materials for some of the participants to come in and maybe walk away with something like pretty.
And maybe
cool.
it'll get somebody who's young to be you and when they're 35. Turn a 7-year-old into a.
I need some people to, help heighten the art.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna be amazing.
It's kind of the deal.
So you're excited. We're excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great to
and
have
when is
you.
that again?
December 5th.
December 5th, and where is it?
At Broadway. Yeah, Broadway Cafe.
Broadway
Bakery.
Cafe and Bakery.
Right here on Main Street or
Yep.
Cedar Street, Railroad Street. It's at the corner there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good time then. And that's and what time is that at? 4:30.
4:30.
Midnight. No.
4:30. 4:30, December 5th, Santa's Workshop. We're having
Absolutely.
magician.
It's gonna be good.
Chris Wheel's gonna be there, rolling the wheels. Do you have a magic trick and more magic tricks you want to show us?
Yeah.
Or a few things?
We could do a couple.
That'd be amazing, I think.
Yeah.
We have time, right?
Since we're talking about this, I got here a little bit later than I wanted to, but we're here, we're good. But I had to stop and get like maybe a little snack or something on the way. But I usually do that when I do a show. But one time I went to the Dollar General and they have like the little carousel with the books on them, you know.
Yep.
And I grabbed one of them because I thought for a while I was getting into books they were like psychological criminal thrillers with strong female
Those are good
leads.
books. Yeah.
Very, very specific.
Yeah,
but I was
very
reading a lot of those,
specific.
and I was in the store and I saw this one, and it looks, it's about it's some kind of like psychological thriller. Woman wakes up and worse weather, so it kind of has like some weird deja vu things to it. But what I'm going to have you do is, I haven't finished it yet, so don't read the ending and spoil it, please. But I'm going to give you the book. And what I want you to do is just kind of go through the pages and stop on any page you want. Now, you can just riffle it, or you can just open it, or you can like think of a number, like a page number. And I think there's about 325 pages, okay? So I want you to do that. And just open page. I won't look at the cameras. You make sure that the cameras can't see what you're looking at, okay?
Okay, and then memorize something?
So what I'm going to have you do is I want you to look through the pages and stop on a page whenever you're ready.
Okay.
And I want you to find a word on that page. Don't tell me, but I want you to find a word on the page that, and make it a difficult word. So don't pick like and, if, but, the. Pick something like maybe like 5 letters or something longer, okay?
Okay.
Something that stand out in your mind, okay? And I want you to remember that word. Do you have one?
Yep.
Okay. Can you spell the word?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to the next page. Okay? And just make sure that it's not like the same page repeat. People think, I don't know, maybe I like put extra pages in. Is it the same?
No.
No? Okay.
The word's not on it.
So you got your word?
Yep.
Okay, so close the book and just put it down. And is there any way I could tell what page you flipped to?
No.
No? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
You're messing it up a little. Make sure
Mess
there's no way.
Riffle it up.
Make sure there's no
out,
way.
Shake out all the the little things. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine the word. Okay, because words are very concrete. Because they all have like rules to words. They have certain sounds go together and certain sounds that don't. Okay. So I want you to imagine that I have this. Clipboard. Imagine this is like a drive-through movie theater. Have you gone to one of those drive-through movie theaters?
Yeah.
I want you to imagine it's the screen, and I want you to imagine that across the screen in big, bold Comic Sans is the word you're thinking of. Something real. It could be Impact or Babe Ass New or whatever. If you have a favorite font, it'll be that. So I want you to imagine it real big and dark right across. Okay, does it take up like the whole thing?
No.
Just a little bit.
You could make it take the whole thing.
Could make it take the whole thing?
Yeah.
So think of the word, and I'm going to keep that in your mind. And what I'm going to try to do here is we're going to see if we can get the my pen fell. That's called pocket management. Okay, here we go. So think of the first letter of the word, and I want you to say that letter in your head. You got it? Okay. Look at the second letter. Say that. Okay. Cool. Do this for me. Jump to the end of your word. And I want you to imagine that letter right here. Imagine it. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say... Now, you can be honest with me here. The last letter of the word, is it an R?
No.
It's not? What has it been? It's not an R. It's an M?
Mm-hmm.
But is there an R like right next to it?
No, but there is an R.
There's an R in it?
Mm-hmm.
Thinking here. Let's see if we can get this. Go back to the beginning. There's an R in it, like kind of in the middle, though.
Yeah. I can't tell you.
I'm gonna take a guess here. Ooh,
That's the first time that's ever happened.
I did that. What was the word you picked? You're thinking of?
Dream.
Dream.
Yeah.
It's not a very long word there.
No, you
Not
said
very
5 letters.
No, I said like longer than 5 letters.
Oh,
That's fine
longer?
though.
Oh, okay.
That's fine though. That's fine.
Sorry.
I wasn't really close, but it has something to do. It was something to do with nighttime. That's fine though. Let's do another one. So I'm gonna hold on to that. That might be good. I'll do that. Go through and look for another word.
A longer
Yeah,
word?
something longer. Make it harder
longer.
for me.
All right.
Because I'm trying to pick up on something really long, and so that's why I'm having a little trouble with that. So you got one? I won't look.
Holy crap.
You got one?
Oh, you want a real hard one?
Sure. You know how to spell it, kind of, or?
Oh, let me
really
make
hard?
sure I can.
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure I can.
You know how to say it. You know how to say it. You got it. Okay. So, and this is this think of it. Is this like it's like a noun, right? Like a person, place, or a thing.
Yeah.
Right? Is it a place?
Yeah.
It's a place. Have you ever been to this place?
No.
No. Think about maybe the first letter I'm getting. Is this somewhere that's far? Is it a far away place?
I think so.
You think
yeah.
so? I'm gonna say, is the first letter? Is it a J?
Yep.
I don't know if I got it, but it really doesn't make sense to me either, because I've never been to this place, because I don't think there's one in New York. Maybe there is.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
Because we have weird.
We do have some weird.
Like it could be like in one of these counties. Yeah.
And there's no way I saw. I was looking away,
No.
right? And you picked this one. This is a hard one.
Yeah. Super good one.
Super good one. What word are you thinking of? What's the place?
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. I think
Is that
that's
how you
is that
say it?
South Africa, Johannesburg. I think. Can we get a fact check on that? Here, turn.
It might be in like
Maybe.
South U.S.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably in one of these counties.
I wrote. Let's see if it's closer this time.
Africa, yeah.
Yep. Is it in South Africa?
Yeah.
I thought it was probably in like one of the lower 50.
That's
One of the lower states. Yeah, you got it.
Johannesburg. It's pretty crazy.
And that's how it's spelled too.
It is.
Because I went. He said, "Can you spell it?" Oh crap.
That's fine.
Because I was like, I thought it was spelled like that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, you know, stuff like that, kind of like just doing something. Hey, thank you. Right? Yeah. Kind of like a 20 questions thing.
Yeah.
Which and I like doing some things like that. It's not always a science. You know, trying to get in, kind of to figure out what someone's thinking of or getting to. You know, thinking like a dream. Which is funny because the book is a lot
hard.
about dreams. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I
there's a
saw
lot of
it.
things in
It was right in the middle,
Right in
and
the
I was
middle,
like
it's right
5
there.
letters, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
But
Because a dream is it's infinite. You
dream
know?
can be anything.
Yeah,
It
could be.
anything,
And
right?
they're when you're sleeping and when you're awake.
Yeah. But you know, and just being able to kind of get to know people, you know what I mean? So like you're picking it right from the middle of the book, right from the middle of the page, you know, you're centralizing.
There's 300 and something pages, so I was kind of in the front. I was at like page 100 and something.
But yeah, so that's kind of a neat one. But
cool.
we'll do. Want to see another one? We'll
Sure.
do a couple more for you.
Absolutely.
We'll keep going.
Absolutely.
Here. So this one is we'll try this. This is
There's a nice coat with like.
Yeah, you gotta get the coat.
Is that a magician's coat or is it just a
not
regular
necessarily, but what does it say? Because I don't think I got it. It says magic is wheel right on the inside. So I did have a little.
So you had it made for yourself.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So this is what we'll do. We're gonna play a quick game here. It's like another bat. It's not a 2-card Monty, but it kind of is. It's a 2-envelope Monty. But the idea is you are going to make a guess. Okay, so we have 2 envelopes, and one envelope is something I like, something you might like. But in one envelope, I've got a crispy $100 bill. I like this, but you know that's up to you. So we have a $100 bill in one, okay? But in the other one, we have something just as awesome as a $100 bill. You want to see it?
Sure.
It is a coupon for 1 free magic trick.
Sweet.
From me, Chris Wheel. Free magic trick. So,
is that good at any time? I just pull it up when I see it?
Yeah, you know, pretty much. There's an expiration date on it, you know, but that's okay. But so I'm going to let you choose. Which one would you like to win? The $100
or
the coupon?
Honestly.
So
who doesn't want to win $100 and who doesn't want to win free stuff?
Well, I'm literally putting like everything on the line for
Yeah,
this.
he's
Like,
a
have you ever
very
seen a magician with a $100 bill? Probably not. Well, now you have. This is the only one I got. So, so you want the $100? That's fine. So this is what we'll do. We're gonna take the envelopes and we're gonna switch them around like this, and you got to pay attention. Now, I'm not gonna try to like be tricky. I'm not gonna be like, ooh, look at that, like that, and like try to look and try to follow which one's which, right? I'm gonna be as honest as I can. All right. So like a politician, okay? Well, don't laugh. Like a local politician, you know what I mean? Like a town clerk. Okay, something honest. I'm really not trying to mix you up here. But now we have 2 envelopes. You have one on, okay, here, one here. So which one would you like, Brian? Would you like the one on my right or the one on your left?
Oh, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
So the one on my left, but it's not right. This is right. That's your right. So are you right, but you might be wrong?
My right. Your left.
My left. You fool. Right? You just fell one of the classic blunders. The most well-known being never go on a land war in Asia. But only lessly likely known is never to go in with a Sicilian when death is on the line. No? I'm not even Sicilian. I did eat some leftover like pasta and sauce that my kid had. So I'm a little bit of Sicilian maybe. So you want this one now?
Try that one. Yeah.
Hold on. For effect, let me see, because I don't even remember which one's which. Ooh, open. Yeah, you got the card, and I got the $100 bill.
Yeah.
Which is interesting though. Here, take that card out. We'll try something with it. We'll redeem it since we're here, because everyone's probably wants to see another free trick anyway.
You made that?
Yeah,
That is nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
cute. One free magic trick. But yeah, the $100 bill is always cool though. It has a price on it. This, is worthless. Not worthless. Priceless. This is priceless. Okay. So if you want to see a free magic trick, this is what I gotta. Before we do it, I gotta take this and void it out. You know what I mean? I can't have you going around getting too many free tricks. So we're just gonna do this. That's fine. All right. Yes. So strong. Can you believe it? I'll do this too. We'll avoid this out. Now here's the thing we're gonna try actually. I'm going to have you actually I'm gonna have you write your name on it. Okay, I'm gonna have you just write your name on the card here. So come here. I had to find it. So take it and just right here. Just here, I'll hold it. Just sign your name right on there, or you initial it. Okay. And then take your hand. I'll take that back. Hold it like this, and put it right on top of the two pieces like that. So check this out. This is the situation we're in. We took it, we tore it. You have little holes, pieces. It's all mangled, right? If I was to wave my hand over like this, do you know what would happen? Nothing. Because that doesn't do anything. It just, people like it. I don't know. They think it's magical. No, but if I did that, let's say, and magic works, right? And I went like that, and the card fixed itself, would that be like incredible? Yeah. For it to just fix? And it would be. However, it leaves you with really nothing. And it leaves you with a normal coupon that's not voided out. You know, you can get another free trick maybe with your name on it. But it's not interesting. It's not like something you can like think about and like lose sleep over. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You might lose a little sleep, but if you show it to someone else, you can be like, "What's going on? This is a card, right?" So we're gonna try something else, right? Because if I wave over, nothing happens. You wave over, still nothing happens. It makes nah, I'm not gonna make you do that. But look here, go like this a little bit. Ooh, got it?
Yeah.
Here, lift up your hand, look. And it looks like it looks like the same. But what happens is if you take it like this, and just like that trick you saw 20 years ago with two metal rings, we kind of do the same thing with your name signed right on there.
Yeah.
And your social security number's right here. And that's for you. You get to keep that. It's a little coupon. You know, so yeah, that's fun. Now you can take that and put it in your baby book.
Yeah,
baby book.
Yeah, put it in my collections. So, Chris, it's been a real pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Great having you here.
This is very nice.
Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Soapbox.
Absolutely.
And we can't wait to see you again.
Awesome. And we'll see you guys.
Santa's
Workshop.
I almost said Santa's Secret Workshop.
And when we're there, I don't think I'm going to be doing any of these tricks that I did for you, so we'll do some fresh stuff.
Sweet.
I know you already got like a little sneak peek of some of the stuff that we'll do behind the camera there.
And if people would like to donate to the Santa's Secret Workshop, they can sign up and donate and get involved for the talent-based toy drive. That's StoneyShire.com, and we'll see you guys on December 5th at 4 p.m.
Yes,
4:30 on December 5th.
I'll be there. Are you gonna be there?
I'll probably be there. Yeah,
I'll be there hanging out.
You're
you guys will be there.
I'll be there.
We'll all be there. Everyone will be there.
Right.
We'll be having a great time.
Yeah, it's
great.
fun.
Great way to start the holiday season. You know.
Yeah, it really is.
With some crafts, magic show, some music.
Yep. Some magical crafts.
Inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration.
And there's gonna be like you got like other vendors and stuff there or anything, or it's just like it's gonna be like just having fun, right?
Yeah.
Making stuff, having fun.
Creating some gifts for
making
kids
some
of the Keys program.
Sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be
and memories.
The
Memories.
Keys program is incredible.
Well, I'm excited for it. So, but thank you guys thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
As always, thank you guys and for tuning into the Soapbox.
Yeah, thank you. Do any of you guys have you ever done magic, like gotten into it at all as a kid or anything? Got a kit?
Very
little,
yeah.
You guys ever get like the magic trick decks that like, you know, like you can buy from like Dollar Tree. You get a trick deck and they do something really cool. So I kind of made a version of a trick deck here. This is it's called a marked deck. You know what a marked deck is? Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you. I'll just demonstrate it, but it's kind of cool because it has all these marks on the side. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Yeah. We got all the marks and stuff. But what we'll do is I'm gonna go like this, and you say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Check it out. Got it?
Yeah.
Put it back, and we'll give it a little cut like that. And by looking at the marks, I can tell what card you picked.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the Ace of Hearts, right?
Yep.
Pretty easy, okay? Because what I do is, so I have the deck, and you could shuffle the deck up as much as you want, but I can read the marks on the sides.
Memorize them.
Well, it's the marks. Here, let me show you. So if I take the cards like this and I cut them, just like this, I give them a shuffle, okay? We'll do this right here. If you look on the camera there, you'll see that the marks start to line up. You see how they line up?
Yeah.
And they say unshuffled. Do you see that? That's weird, right? You know, it says unshuffled. It says it 4 times because there's clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds, right? Now if I take it and I give it another shuffle, just like this, right? Go like this. We can shuffle it using magic and skill. Right? And that's a legit shuffle, right? But if you take it like this and you square it up like this, it says unshuffle twice. See that? It says it twice. And if I take it and I give it one more shuffle, and you have to do the perfect magic shuffle for this. Perfect. It has to be bang on magic like this. And you shuffle like this. Now it says unshuffled once. Now what's cool about that though is now the cards are ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way to king. Then we have the ace of diamonds all the way, and then they reverse for new deck order, leaving your card that you chose right on the top. And that's that, right? Now it's cool because this is it's a trick deck, and it's a special one. So if we go like this one more time, like that, it tells you exactly where everything is in the deck, or where every card in the deck is. And what that is, it's at the soapbox. Like that. And that's where the cards are, at the soapbox. Look at that. That's cool. So that's
cool, man.
There you go. And that's for you guys. So
That's fantastic.
you guys can keep that. There you go.
That's freaking awesome.
So some giveaways, right?
You're going up here, man.